This podcast contains discussions of mature themes, including violence, which may not be suitable for all audiences. Please proceed with caution. Listener discretion is advised.
Stay back, boy. This calls for divine intervention. I kick ass for the Lord.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Dark Talk. I'm your host, Dan, and I'm joined by my bros, Paul and Phil. How are you doing both? You guys okay?
Yeah, living the dream. Hello, listeners. It has to be done.
Say the line, Phil. Say the line.
Yes, I am also good, thank you.
Good to see you back, Phil. Thank you for returning.
Yeah.
Hey, it's a pleasure. Don't get to see you guys very often, do I? So
Yeah, we saw each other a couple of weeks ago. We watched WWE Night of Champions, which was fucking dog shit. But it was good to see you two.
we weren't really
don't
watching it,
remember
were we,
it,
to be
but,
fair? So.
Moving on. Right, should we get going? Because we've got a lot to cover in this film.
Are you going to do this one kill by kill?
Fuck no. I just sort of gave up writing notes, for the last third of the film. I thought, there's no way I can keep track of what's going on here. It's fucking all over the place.
I took a few notes myself, but they're kind of all over the shop again, to be honest.
Yeah.
So.
I think this last third, we'll get to it, but I think this last third is something you've just got to watch and remember your favourite bits from. There's nothing you can. There's not really much narrative structure to it. So we'll get to it. So, gents, we are gathered here this morning to discuss Braindead, also known as Dead Alive in North America, from 1992, directed by Peter Jackson, starring Timothy Balme, Diana Penalva, Elizabeth Moody, and Ian Watkin. Not Ian Watkins, as I thought I would.
Yeah, I spotted that in the
I've got the wrong Ian Watkins, mate.
Yeah, don't be Googling that guy. Fucking hell.
Yeah. So Braindead, classic zombie comedy horror from 1992, directed by Peter Jackson, who would also go on to direct probably the biggest franchise in film history, The Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit trilogy.
What? Really? I never heard of that.
Lord of the Rings went to production only 5 years after this. How mental is that?
Yeah, I'll tell you what, that's when I first saw this film, was I saw it about 2002, 2003, just after Lord of the Rings. I think they'd all been released by this point. And a friend of mine was like, "Oh, have you seen what Peter Jackson did before he did the Lord of the Rings films?" I was like, "No." He said, "Oh, let's watch Braindead." So we stuck Braindead on, and I was like, "What the fuck? Why did they choose him to direct the Lord of the Rings films?" I was like, "This is so insane." That was when I was about sort of 16, 17. When I watched it, I haven't seen it since, so I watched it this time, and the big battle scene at the end of this film, I was like, "Yeah, no wonder they chose him, because this would have been fucking very difficult to keep track of and direct."
Oh, fucking hell.
Which is what the Lord of the Rings films are, like massive battles and shit like that.
Yeah.
So that's my origin story with this one. What about you guys? When did you first see this one?
I saw this probably in my teens, I'd say. But then I also saw it again. Oh, this lad that me and you used to work with gave it to me on DVD. And I watched it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about. And I watched it and I remembered how fucking amazing it was. And then I actually watched it the other day, only half of it, because then we ended up doing the pod today. So I finished it last night, and I was more impressed than I've ever been by this film. I forgot how fucking
so
great
good.
it is.
It's so good. Every bit of it was just fucking wall to wall insanity. Loved it. Phil, what about you?
I saw it probably about 10 years or so ago, probably with the same thing as you, Dan. Someone told me about, have you seen this film with that Peter Jackson directed before? And I haven't even heard of it at the time. And it was described to me as like the bloodiest film ever. And I was like, yeah, I'll give that a go.
It might actually be. I think it possibly is the most gory film ever made. But it's very it's not scary gore. It's absolute comedy, slapstick.
Yeah, that's it. It's just outrageous,
style
isn't it?
Hilarity. It's like watching an episode of The Young Ones.
Yeah, that's it. I think they use something like 300 litres of blood or something like that. Something insane.
Yeah,
I'm sure we'll find out in the little trivia of the week.
Yes, trivia. Right, let's get into the film. So the film itself begins in. I love this little nod. I was doing the Leo DiCaprio point at the screen when it was. We opened up in 1957 in Skull Island, just outside Sumatra, and I was like, "Oh my god, Peter Jackson directed King Kong."
Peter directed
Kong. Just like Steve Miner wrote Halloween.
Steve Miner wrote Halloween.
Yeah, I was like, you can tell, like, he took for King Kong in 2005, he took a lot of inspiration from his own film back in 92, because the natives look the same. The island is pretty much the same. Yeah.
It's apparently it's shot in the same place as well. Like the opening scene of this is got a shot from King Kong or one of the later King Kong films.
I'd imagine
in the same place. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was just going to say there was a nod to the film as well in King Kong, because one of the cages in King Kong says Sumatran rat monkey on it.
Ah, right. Okay. Yeah, I didn't know that. I love that King Kong remake. It's fucking ace.
Yeah, I saw it a few months back and I spotted it. Like, I was like, "Oh, hang on!"
It used to be on ITV2 every day. At like,
oh, I know. Yeah,
it used to be on like 2 a.m. I remember I must have watched it 100 times. And it is good, but it's got that Peter Jackson like very bright color scheme and like very fake CG kind of stuff going on. You know, like do you ever see what's it called? Lovely Bones, like that film. It's got that like shininess to it.
Is that the one about the murdered child? Like,
yeah,
is that right?
Yeah.
No, I've not seen it, but
that's a good film. That is a good film.
Is that Peter Jackson as well?
It's Peter Jackson as well. Yeah, Peter directed it.
Peter director. Yeah, so we meet these 2 Indiana Jones types who are trying to smuggle this quote-unquote monkey in a cage from the island. They're apprehended by the local tribe, you know, the locals. You local. And the white guy, he shows off his official permit from the New Zealand Zoo to say, I am taking this monkey, as if this tribe is going to give a shit that the New Zealand Zoo has ordered this monkey. He's like, I've got an official permit. I was like, fucking hell, mate, come on.
and then not long after, he pulls out his real permit, which is...
Pulls up this fucking M60 and fucking blasts, sprays machine gun fire all over the place. And he's like, fuck you, I'm taking it. Hops in the Jeep, and while he's in the Jeep, he gets bitten by the creature, which is still unseen at this point. It was like something from Gremlins, you know, like the cage is just moving and rattling and screeches like, ah! And you don't see what it is. So he gets bitten by the creature, and instantly his 3 associates realise that he is now... infected, so they just hack him to death right there at the side of the road in a pretty Dawn of the Dead looking kill. Like, really, just like, at first I thought, oh no, right, they're just going to sever his arm just to prevent the spread. No, they chop him to fucking pieces. They're like, oh yeah,
well, it looks like that's what they're trying to do. So like, is he bitten on his hand or something, or his arm? So they chop his arm off, and then they're like, another one, and then they chop the next bit off, and then they realise he's bit on his like face, and then it's just like, blah.
Yeah, they're having a great time with that.
It's a great little like comedy build-up, isn't it?
Yeah, loved it. Yeah, the group bribe customs to receive the monkey. They get paid, and the creature is smuggled back to New Zealand via airmail for the opening credits.
The guy who takes the money, he looks kind of tough. And then he gets the money and he just does this. He's like, he must get about $100 because the guy's got a big wad. And then he just hands him like one note from it. And the guy's like... he probably minces off.
Fucking hell. Yeah, loved it. Really strong opening, I thought. You know, sets the scene, shows you what this film's going to be about. Just fucking balls to the wall, fucking special effects and gore. But you know what? It's not even like this first death was like really like brutal and funny and like hilarious and so ingenious and inventive, and it doesn't even scratch the surface of what happens in the rest of this film. Man.
Do you know what? That death could be like a highlight death in another horror film.
Yeah. Like in any other film, that might be your favourite death of the film.
Yeah.
Like it's not even that memorable in this.
No. I've got a proper favourite death out of all of them, like, because there's so many, it's hard to remember, but, and they're all so amazing as well. But there's one that stuck out to me the most.
Even like the individual, like, we're jumping ahead now, but even the individual zombies later on, they all get like a very memorable and like creative death. But we'll get to that. So we arrive in New Zealand and we meet Paquita, a Hispanic girl who works in her father's grocery store, and she has a crush on Roger, the delivery man. So she loves it. So she gets her old nan to read her fortune with tarot cards, and the cards say that she's going to meet a tall, dark, handsome stranger who will become her forever lover. And the prophecy instantly comes true when she meets our male protagonist, Lionel, who is not quite a dark, handsome stranger. He's more of a gormless, feckless, but lovable buffoon.
He's fucking great. He's got some like George McFly aura going on.
Fucking Crispin Glover looking motherfucker.
Yeah, he is. He also, a bit later on, I thought he also looked a bit like Emilio Estevez.
He does, actually, yeah, he does.
Piercing blue eyes. And he also looked a bit like our mate Smez.
Yeah, he does a bit, yeah.
In a couple of scenes. Yeah. Shout out to our mate Smez.
Phil, what do you think of Lionel?
Well, he's just your typical sort of comedy act, isn't he, really? Like you say, a bit gormless. Yeah. I thought it was weird how her attention changed to him just because she saw a cross on the thing, like, after she...
at first, like, she can't stand him. She's like, oh, for fuck's sake, it's this dork again. And then as soon as she sees the shape of the pen, she just falls instantly in love with him. She's like, da, 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 da,
Do you know what, though? As... Like, without jumping too far ahead, as we'll see later, he is probably the only man in that entire town that is not, like, a piece of shit or a scumbag. He's actually quite a nice guy with some childhood trauma and mummy issues, And he's a good-looking dude, He's got a full head. He's cool, he's cool.
There's one other male character in this film that I can think of that isn't a scumbag, but we'll get to him because he's my favourite character in the film.
I can guess who that is.
Yeah, so Lionel is, he's a bit socially stunted, a bit awkward, and we find the reason why is because he lives with his extremely overbearing mother, Vera, who's an absolute Mrs. Bates type weirdo. When we first meet her, she's like running around the house waving that gigantic Michael Myers knife, using it for like everything. She's using it to like open letters and like cut meat and like unscrew like drawers and shit. Like, I was like, fuck me. So she's pretty mad, and she will become the what do you say, like the main villain of the film, the main antagonist.
Yeah, pretty
final
much.
Boss. We'll call her the final boss.
The final boss, yeah.
Excuse me.
Yeah, so Lionel's mowing the lawn with what I've dubbed here Chekhov's lawnmower, because he picks it up, he like looks at it. I was like, oh fuck yeah, that's coming into play later. Yes, maybe. Yeah. So Paquita, who is now madly in love with Lionel, she delivers the groceries personally, just so she can have a go at him. And I quite like the scene. It's quite cute between them. The language barrier between them results in a miscommunication where he ends up inviting her to the zoo. It pisses off Vera, Lionel's mother, so much because she's very controlling and very jealous. To the point where she stalks them while they're on their date at the zoo, right? But instead of like stalking them like quietly and watching, fucking there's a bit where this guy's taking a photo of his kid in one of those things that you put your head through, and she shoves the kid out of the way, goes and sticks her face right in it. I was like, what the hell's going on, man?
It wouldn't be out of place for her to have a newspaper with eye holes cut out. So she's
wearing a trilby and sunglasses
in that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles street getter
disguise, or she's just like hiding behind a painting with her eye holes in, watching them as they go through like a museum or something. Yeah, so this is where we get our first look at the Sumatran rat monkey from the start of the film, the creature that was in the box, and it's this like horrific looking stop motion skinless gremlin. It's like the cat that Rachel has on Friends. She gets that skinless cat.
What is this?
Skinless cat.
I said it again. Skinless cat again. Hairless cat. Why do I keep calling him skinless?
Like the skinless cat from I Know Who Killed Me.
Fucking, that's the one. Yeah, that was the one. What do you think of that, Phil? What were you going to say?
I was just quoting from Friends. What is this, some kind of snake or something?
I'm stuck with this stupid cat that looks like a hand.
I fucking love those cats.
Proper Clash of the Titans looking thing as well, isn't it? Like it should have been in the original Clash of the Titans. Stop motion of it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and that's what it was making me think of, like Medusa in Clash of the Titans and shit.
I was going to say, Phil, what do you think of those Sphinx cats, the hairless cats? Because Dan doesn't like them, and I do like them.
I'm not a fan of Sphinx cats myself.
What?
No, cats should have fur. They're weird.
Yeah, but
like stroking the back of a granny's neck or something.
Paul likes his pussy shaved.
You bet.
Yeah, so this rat monkey looking thing, the zookeeper gives its origin story. He's like, yeah, it was the product of when a bunch of plague rats landed on the island and raped this monkey. All right, dude, fucking chill out. How do you know that?
The local harbinger of doom. The crazy Ralph of this film.
Sadly, we never see him again. This is his only scene, but
it would have been good if he just rode off on a bike.
Pedaled off into the distance.
Yeah.
So this monkey, this evil little shit, it cannibalizes a monkey in the neighboring cage, just rips it to shreds and pulls its arm out and chows down on it. But it also bites Vera, and she gets infected. She gets bitten by the rat monkey. Yeah, the monkey bites her, and the monkey gets infected because she's the only thing more vile in this zoo than he is.
Well, yeah, it's just a response to it, like, holy shit, look at this.
She fucking stomps this monkey's head in, puts the stiletto on her heel, right through its brain, and I was like, yeah, good riddance to that little fucking shit. Why would you have that in a zoo? I mean, come on.
Next to the normal monkeys. That guy knows.
A cage where any kid could reach in.
Yeah, it's not even in its own special Hannibal Lecter cage or anything. It's just fucking right next to the normal monkeys with open bars and that. And the guy, the zookeeper knows. It knows it's a zombie monkey.
Fucking hell. Yeah, so Vera is now infected with whatever disease that thing was carrying. She starts to just basically fall apart in the most grossest looking ways possible. Her sores start oozing pus and her cheek peels off and Lionel has to glue it back together.
Keep still on it won't line up properly.
Yeah, so she's falling apart, and we get this scene now. They sit through this weird fucking dinner with this couple. It's just, this is I've been thinking about this for days since I watched the film. This is just a gross fucking scene. It's just horrible.
It is.
So it's the big society thing, whatever. It's people Vera's got to impress, and they come for dinner, and she's like, no, I have to make him dinner. I can't miss this. Even though I'm dying and my body's falling apart, I need to make this dinner. So basically, Lionel cooks this fucking, what did he cook him? A fry-up or something fucking gross like that. And the man is just he's fucking bonkers, this man. He's just we need another war. And it's what the fuck are you going on about, dude? And then as they go, Lionel starts scraping the beans from his own plate onto the wife's plate. He's like, more beans?
Yeah, have some more.
Oh, and that was gross enough. And then the man is the husband's what? No pudding? So he comes up with
and
these
all they get is a bowl of custard.
Gross. Oh, these gross fucking plates of cold looking custard. That was sick enough, but then it shows the husband. He's fucking filleting the spoon as he's a close up. And he's wrapping his tongue all around it. Oh man,
yeah.
I feel nauseous talking about it now.
Gets a nice squeeze of blood in there as well. It looks like jam.
I actually nearly threw up then. It's horrible. She squeezes her pus and it lands in his custard, and the wife sees and she's just instead of saying no, don't eat that, he's I actually nearly threw up then. I hate food shit. Is just the grossest stuff. I can handle blood and guts and piss and shit and snot and vomit and all that, but food is just God.
Have you ever got someone else's tomato ketchup on your finger or anything like that? If you've been carrying a plate and it's even though it's just normal ketchup, it's because it's someone else's. the smell of it, and that's like,
Yeah, I used to get it all the time working in the kitchen.
I hated washing up in kitchens. I hated that job. It was just... considering the job I do now, like, I have to clean up a lot of piss and shit and vomit, but, like, oh, God, food is just the worst thing. Anyway... Yeah, so this scene gets a bit worse when Vera's ear just falls off into her custard. Just falls off her head. And she just eats it, like picks it up on the spoon and just swallows it in one. I was like, oh, God. Fucking yeah, so Paquita, the couple leave. It's just a real gross out scene, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, compared to the rest, it's probably the grossest thing in the film, like you just said. But it must have been quite easy and cheap to make as well, so it's a really good addition to the film.
Yeah, it's really tame by the standards of the film, but it's definitely, for me, this was the most unwatchable bit of the film. I thought, man.
I showed it to a lad in work. I was trying to get him to watch it, and I showed it to him, and he was like, "Fucking hell!" And then I found the film's actually on YouTube with some other language subtitles, but I sent it to him so we can.
Oh right, okay. Did just quickly before we move on, did the version you watched, did it have the cut scenes spliced back in My Bloody Valentine?
Yeah, the different coloured scenes. Yeah, there were quite a few of them as well.
Yeah, there was quite a bit. Yeah. So Paquita arrives to visit Lionel, and she arrives with her dog. And this dog sprints upstairs because she can't control it, and it runs into Vera's bedroom. And I was thinking, because I can't remember any of this shit, right? The only thing I remember is the graveyard scene and the end scene. So I was watching it, and I was like, what the fuck is going to happen next? I thought, oh God, the dog is going to have torn her to pieces and she's going to be even more of a zombie. No. It was the other way around. She has swallowed this fucking Alsatian whole. Its fucking tail is waggling out of her throat, and Lionel's just like, oh my God, Mum, and he's pulling this dog out of her throat. Oh. And Paquita's she's like, oh, he ate my dog. He's like, yeah, but not all of him.
That's actually the title of the film in Spanish as well, where she says, your mother ate my dog.
Was that one of the titles, was it?
It's the title in the film in Spanish, yeah.
Is it really? I didn't know that.
Paquita gets over this pretty quickly, though. I mean, I know the story needs to keep going, but she's just like, my dog, and then she's like, sound.
Let's get you mum to hospital. She's only just digested my dog, so. Vera dies in Lionel's arms after she takes a tumble down the stairs, and they call for the nurse. And while the nurse is comforting Lionel, Vera obviously returns to life because she is now a zombie, and rips the head off the nurse. But it's the old Clive Owen from Sin City line. He doesn't quite behead him. He makes a Pez dispenser out of it. Oh, that nurse's head is hanging off for the rest of the film.
Do you know what? Considering all the shit that happens in this film, the most unrealistic part is a nurse or any kind of medical attention arriving that quickly. It's just it's like she's waiting outside the house ready to come in.
Yeah, so Vera returns to life, rips off the head of the nurse, and there's this extended fight scene where they try and kill Lionel. And I had to do a double take with this one as well. Well, an episode of The Archers plays loudly in the fucking background, which is fucking mental because I listen to The Archers every day. I fucking love The Archers. I was just like, what the fuck is this, man? I don't know if The Archers is big in New Zealand, but yeah.
I don't even know what that is.
It's a 15-minute long farming drama on Radio 4.
It's been going years, isn't it?
What it is.
That's been going since the 50s or something like that.
Sounds shit.
Well, there you go. This was set in the 50s, wasn't it? So...
Oh, this is the 50s, yeah, you're right. Of course,
it's set in 1950 odd or something, isn't it? I think, yeah.
Yeah, well, that takes me to my next point. So, yeah, basically, Lionel locks his mother and the nurse in the basement, and he makes out to Paquita that they've gone to hospital. So he goes to visit this taxidermist, to buy sedatives, and... For some reason, this guy is a fucking Nazi war criminal in hiding that we just never see again after this one scene. And I was thinking, God, 1992, God, he doesn't look very old to be a Nazi. And then I realised, oh yeah, it's only 1957, isn't it? I do love all the random shit in this film. There's just this Nazi, he's just working as a vet or whatever he is.
I think he's just had loads of ideas, and he thought, sod it, I'll just stick them all in one.
Yeah, basically, this is just a mishmash of it's like a film you would make with your mates if you had a $3 million budget. Just make all this mad shit. We should make the grossest film that we can and put any random comedy funny bit in that we can. And it just works so well. Just gels together so well.
Who'd have thought this film would have been made by a future billionaire who went on to make the absolutely massive trilogies in Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit and all that shit. And The Frighteners as well. Do you remember The Frighteners?
Yeah. It's like to the point where, like, after he'd done Lord of the Rings and they were looking for somebody to do the Hobbit trilogy, they were like, there's nobody else that we can trust with this apart from Peter Jackson. He's the only guy that's going to get it. No fair fucks to him.
Yeah. I'd love to see him make another film like this, though. Just for shits and giggles.
Thing is, though, would it be as good? Because instead of being made on $3 million, they'd give him, like, $300 million, and, like, do you know what I mean? Would it be as good with a bigger budget?
You can make it 10 times as long.
10 times. I mean, it's already running close to, like, what? Is it, like, 100 minutes, I think?
Hour 45, something like that.
Yeah, something like that.
You could have the highest death count in a film ever, or something like that, with a massive budget, couldn't he?
Yeah, so Lionel has taken the sedative from the Nazi war criminal, and he goes back to sedate his zombie brides. But before he does that, he goes to get his cards read by Paquita's old nan, who gives him a protective talisman, which will come into play later. I love this scene. I thought this was fucking funny. Vera breaks out of the basement and she just stomps her way across, I don't even know what town they're in. I'm just going to call it New Zealand. And she's like, where is he? I'll track him down. And she gets fucking wellied by this tram, which sends her like literally flying through the air and through the store window of the grocery store. And everyone thinks that she's dead. They're like, oh no, she's dead. And Lionel's like, dead, yeah. Like, what's he trying to do? Does he? I know we'll get to it later, like when he comes to the realization that she is a zombie. But is he like just trying to like keep her alive and like well?
Yeah, I think he just thinks that she's just ill with this disease, this like zombie disease,
right?
And he might be able to make her better.
She is pretty fucking ill.
Yeah. But I don't think he understands that. Like, I don't know. It's part of his character to like just fucking panic, and he's like Mr. Bean or something.
Yes, Mr. Bean.
Just like the most illogical plans to try and stop his mum from like dying. And
so everyone thinks that Vera is now dead, which well, she is and she isn't. But yeah, so she has a funeral, and this is where we meet Lionel's Uncle Les.
Fucking hell.
Oh god, this guy's fucking gross, man. He's this like creepy ass John Goodman looking dude, but he's dressed like he's been fucking managing Elvis for the past 3 years. It's like he's been in Tennessee. He's got this like fucking plaid jacket on and this like belt buckle like with a fucking longhorn on it, and just like and that fucking hair and those sideburns.
It looks like Kaniki in fucking Grease. Just a fat version.
What's that inhaler that he's got? He's got this like Coke bottle inhaler or something. What is it?
Yeah, I was wondering that. I didn't look it up.
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure.
I'm gonna Google it right now.
It's like he's fucking Dennis Hopper in Blue Velvet.
I typed in, what does Uncle Les inhale in Braindead? And it says, Uncle Les does not inhale anything. Fucking does. Google, you liar. I found a Reddit thread.
What does he inhale?
I'm going to tell you now. Someone said, I presumed that either it's a nebulizer for pulmonary disease caused by all the smoking and general unhealthiness, or one that he's rigged up for whippets. Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Let's just fucking say it's whippets then, because
the whippets thing sounds like it could be the right idea.
There's another gross bit later on when he comes to the house and he's like, let me in, boy, hurry up, I've got a urinary tract infection, and he runs in like, and he's there trying to take a piss like that, and the camera's like from the toilet, and he's like struggling, he's like,
you just hear a click.
He's there like thunk, and he passes a kidney stone. Fucking hell, man! Yeah, so Uncle Les will become the sort of like the secondary villain of the film. Really great performance, really disgusting, creepy weirdo. Fucking love him, actually. He's quite funny. Love the portrayal, don't love the character. Yeah, so at the funeral, Lionel obviously doesn't want Vera buried, so he goes to the mortuary to steal the corpse, and these two buffoons, like the mortician and his assistant. The assistant is played by Peter Jackson, by the way, in a cameo.
I didn't know
I didn't know that until after I looked up the credits of the film. Yeah, so the mortician and his assistant have left the embalming fluid machine on. And it's just pumping this green fucking slop into fucking Vera's corpse. And they're like, oh my God, we got to fix it. So they're like, pop her eyes back in. It's just, fucking, again, it's another like gross out moment. It's just, love it. It's great. Yeah, so Lionel, he breaks into the coffin at the funeral home to, keep his mother sedated, even though she's fast asleep. She wakes up and she fucking attacks him. and they go, tumbling through this glass into the middle of the service. And everyone's like... But he manages to get the tranquilizer into her, so she's, flat out like that. So to everyone else, it just looks like he's picked up her corpse and is wrestling with it. They think he's going through some sort of fucking mad grieving process. They do end up burying Vera. Yeah, so Lionel returns to the graveyard that night to dig up his mother's body, but he's attacked by this random bunch of greasers that just hang around in the graveyard, which, again, I found insane until I also remembered, it's the 50s, it's not like the 90s, and there's just this bunch of greasers from the past that are just, lurking in the graveyard.
I kept forgetting as well.
The street toughs of the 50s.
Yeah. I love the main greaser's name is Void.
Yeah, and he's fucking badass in this film. He's when he becomes a zombie and everything, that's fucking so good. So good. So one of the greasers decides to, they accuse him of being you're one of them necrophiliacs. I think he's digging up corpses to fuck, so they pound on him. And one of the greasers decides to have a piss on Vera's grave, and of course Vera wakes up and kills him by pulling his dick off. Chaos ensues, and we've now got zombie greasers running around the graveyard.
Zombie greasers.
Lionel's like, hey, that's my mother you're pissing on. I fucking love this scene. This was probably my favourite, aside from the end, this was probably my favourite scene, because this is where we meet my favourite character. There's a lot going on in this scene, but I'm not going to describe it again. But the absolute highlight of this film was that we've met him before, but this is where we'll talk about him for the first time. We meet this priest, and he is like, what in the name of God is going on in this graveyard? And he goes out, it's everyone's fucking around. He goes out, he's like, I kick ass for the Lord, and he starts doing all this Bruce Lee shit, like kicking the ass of these greasers. And this is the scene I remember from when I was a kid, and I thought, oh my God, that is so funny.
Yeah.
So funny.
This needs some divine intervention.
He just comes out of nowhere. I was like, oh my God.
He's awesome. I didn't remember this scene until I watched it the other day. I was like, fucking hell, this is so good.
But it's he's like fucking Keanu in the Matrix fighting all the agents. He's like swinging over him, flip. There's one where he used to arm drag one of them, and the arm comes off. He's using it as a weapon. He kicks the head off one of the greasers, but sadly it lands on his shoulder and bites him. And that's it. Oh no, he gets impaled on a statue as well, doesn't he, the priest? And he becomes a zombie as well. Sad to lose him as a human, but he's actually also very funny as a zombie later on.
He's probably even more funny as a zombie. He's like the horniest zombie.
Yeah. Oh, and I didn't remember any of that bit as well, because I was like, what the hell is going on? And then I sort of thought, fucking hell, I don't remember seeing this at all.
I think that's pretty much the whole premise of the film, isn't it? What the hell is going on?
Yeah, basically, yeah. That was their mantras they were filming, right? We want the audience to continually asking themselves, what the hell is going on in this film? Yeah. So Lionel now has 4 zombies that he's looking after. His mother, the nurse, the priest, and the lead greaser. Why did he bring him home?
I know.
The guy was going to kick his ass.
It's a very Mr. Bean logic of trying to keep this infection controlled, And
by feeding them all in the
kitchen. Stop the spread of the disease that everyone's getting, and sedate them with his giant glass jar of sedation fluid. His fucking Looney Tunes glass jar of fucking
Acme horse tranquilizer. Fucking hell.
Later on, I can't remember what I saw it on, but there is the word Acme on this metal thing. I just remember.
Oh, is
it?
it?
Yeah.
Oh god. So Uncle Les arrives and he is on the prowl. He's trying to find some way of getting into the will and getting his hands on the estate. I said like earlier, one of the grossest things in the film is him passing that kidney stone because it was just so random. I was like, oh god. Yeah. So while Uncle Les is in the house, the zombie priest starts banging the zombie nurse on the table, which impregnates her. So Lionel finds this zombie baby in the bin, chowing down on a rat, and then like he just decides to, again, Mr. Bean logic, take this, newborn, hostile, undead life form to a children's park in a like what was he gonna do with it? Put it on the roundabout, like,
and he goes absolutely fucking flying down that hill. Like,
let's go with the pram.
The physical comedy of this guy is unreal.
I know,
like,
yeah.
He at one point, as he's like rolling down and running down, he does like a foot slide through the picnic, and it looks so good. I was like, fucking hell, that was great.
He's like fucking Laurel and Hardy or something.
Do you know what? Right though, during this scene, right? So apparently this scene was shot after the film because they had some budget left over, so they were like, oh, we're gonna shoot an extra bit. And they did. So while this was happening, right, if you took out the mutant zombie baby trying to, like, destroy things, it looked like the way it was shot and the way it was acted and the colours and everything, it looked like something from, like, 90s CITV or something. It looked like a sketch from, like, Zap or something like that, or, like, Chuckle Brothers. It was it was, like, if you changed the baby for, like, maybe a dog or something, it could pass for a kid's fucking show. But, like, that's why it was great as well.
Very, it's like a sketch from the Fast Show or something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, God, yeah. So, like, I love some of the visual gags in that bit as well. The bit where he's, like, the barbed wire on the baby's pram. The bit where he's having the fist fight with the baby, and all the mothers are all watching, like, they're like, oh! And there's just this drunk tramp who's like, yeah, get his ass!
That was fucking dead funny. And then, like, after it, when he's got the baby, he still walks away. He's like digging the baby in the side.
He's hyperactive.
In his satchel. Oh, brilliant. Fucking brilliant.
That barbed wire bit on the pram, though, that was so fucking good because, like, before that, like, it just shows him, like, copying the other mother, and you can't see inside the pram, obviously, because it's just him, like doing the whole scene on his own, pretty much. And it's the POV baby shot with the barbed wire. I thought that was so fucking good. Like, such a good little clever bit,
Yeah. Very funny. So back at the house, Uncle Les has discovered Lionel's corpse vault, and he blackmails Lionel into handing over the estate, or he'll grass him up to the cops. And with no choice but to agree, Lionel hands over the house to Les, who hosts a party for all his scumbag friends.
Who immediately invites, like,
that's it. He was pretty quick to get that invite out when he... like, they were waiting around the corner.
It quickly turns into, like, a scene from Mother. You know, just, like, hundreds of people just going mental in the house.
The party to end all parties, this is. But, like, again, like, it's like, he's got Lionel going around with, like, a big tray of hors d'oeuvres. And, like, people are just, like grabbing fistfuls of it off. And I was like, oh, leave that's gross. Do you know what I mean? Oh, there's nothing like nice in this film.
No, it's fucking horrible.
So in the meantime, Lionel and Paquita have they've broken up. Lionel's broken up with her to save her the stress of having to look after him while he's looking after 4 zombie bodies. So she starts dating Roger, the guy from the who she initially had a crush on, and he is like Captain fucking boring. He just keeps going on and on about his football career. Like, he's walking through the park, and he's like, yeah, and I played this guy, and I did this, and I did blah, blah, blah. And then the next time you see him, which is like, 10 minutes later, he's still talking about that fucking game. And they walk past Lionel's house, and she notices that there's a party going on, so she just dumps Roger, just walks in and leaves him without saying anything. But Roger's still talking as he's walking on.
And then when she disappears, he just kind of like, he just kind of goes, oh, all right. And just carries on walking as though nothing's changed.
Yeah,
I thought that was very funny as well. So yeah, Paquita arrives at the party, finds Lionel's corpse basement. She urges Lionel to destroy them all, saying they're not human anymore. And Lionel, he doesn't want to lose his mum. I don't know why he's got such attachment to the nurse, the greaser, and the priest, but So he agrees to destroy them and injects them with what he believes is poison. Then he realizes he has not used the poison. He has used the fucking Looney Tunes vaguely named animal stimulant. It's just like, it's in this like red fucking jar. Like, why was this in his basement? Like, what the fuck was his mum doing in the basement with all these like random ass fucking Kyburn jars? It's like, like experiments and shit. It's like, what's going on here?
Do you know what I love? Yeah. Like the jar with just like the skull and crossbones and poison. We need to bring back fucking jars full of dangerous liquids. Like
we do.
If I lived on my own, I would have them all over my walls. I tell you.
Yeah, but like if every liquid is red, you're gonna have problems, aren't you?
Yeah.
At least
there are bound to be some mistakes.
It would lead to some excellent comedy, though, wouldn't it?
Have to use food colouring in each individual one.
It's like in Gremlins too, where like the Gremlins inject all the other Gremlins with those jars, and like one of them's like the spider jar, one of them's the bat jar, and one of them's like the electricity jar. And it just gives them those powers. It's like, what the fuck, man? Or like the brain jar, so we get the brainy Gremlin.
I love how they come out of the grave on this bit as well. And then she just just jumps on the way. Just jumps out
they
of the
emerge
grave.
from the ground and they are like fucking super powered. So they escape the corpse vault, and just like lads on tour in Marbs, it's absolute carnage, mate. Oh, I can't even begin to describe this scene, because it's like the last sort of like 35 minutes of the film, and there are so many funny highlights, such creative gore.
Yeah, absolutely amazing.
What are your favourite bits from this scene? What are your favourite kills? What are your favourite moments? What's your favourite like sight gags? There's just so much to pick and choose from here.
I love like that first death when they break down the door. That guy who has absolutely no luck opening that door because he got headbutted earlier by Void, and then this time they knock the door on him, and then like Void just pulls his rib cage out of his chest. It's just amazing.
I don't want to jump ahead, but I was talking about earlier, my favourite death has got to be the guy is half out the window and they pull him through, and it just like
I know
just degloves his legs, so he's just like the visual of this is so good. He's just got those bony ass legs just sticking out.
Yeah, that was what I was gonna say.
And then the zombie, I can't remember who it is. Is it Void or is it the uncle who just punches through the back of her head and comes out the front of her mouth and then just grabs the other guy? It's fucking so good.
Oh, it's the greaser Void, isn't it? Yeah, because Uncle Les isn't a zombie by that point, because he survives quite a while, and he's having a fucking great time in this.
He is absolutely fucking loving it.
He starts off panicking, going, oh my god, and he runs to the shed and hides. But then by the time they're coming in, he's like pulling the teeth out of them, and he's like he goes mental with those knives. Like, he slices up a big pile of them. He's like, he's having a fucking great time.
I was thinking that guy where they take all the skin and everything off his legs. I found it extra funny that his legs were still like moving, but he's got no muscles or anything.
I like the one where it's one of the first ones. Like one of the zombies pulls off the skin of like the face of this guy, and he's just like a screaming skull. He's like, ah!
And you got that woman, they pull out her guts, and like rather than like, she doesn't look like she dies, she just like sort of faints.
My goodness.
I do also like the it's like a zombie central nervous system with like intestines and stuff just walking around on its own, just like catching Lionel, strangling him and stuff.
It's from the greaser, isn't it? It's his intestines.
Yeah, it comes out of Void.
Yeah. It's got a little arsehole because he keeps farting and shit.
And then
hasn't it got like
chases him all around the house?
Hasn't it got like? Doesn't it go up to like his brain as well? And he's got like eyeballs.
Oh, maybe. Maybe there was so much going on at this point. I was like, I'm trying to keep track of everything.
That's it. It's completely sentient.
I do like
it's just like looking in the mirror, looking at itself in the mirror in the bathroom.
He has that fight with Void, doesn't he, in the toilet? He just like gets sliced in half and shoves him down the bog, and he's like trying to get out, and then he like runs out the room, and then Void's legs are chasing him. And And that's where the intestine thing comes from, because once the legs get destroyed, like the intestinal system starts like chasing him around. It's like, fucking bonkers, man.
Oh, I love it.
Oh, there's the woman who gets her head impaled on the light bulb. And it like lights her head up like she's a jack-o'-lantern. There was one thing that kept pissing me off in this. It was the guy. He's the guy who gets into a fight with Void when he escapes, and he says something like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I called Nabokov a pedo." You know, he's like this nerdy-looking dude with the glasses. He gets his head sliced off like Sean William Scott style in Final Destination, like at the jaw, and his head is just slipping around like a hockey puck for the entire fight. It's just there sliding around all over the fucking floor, and I was like, that is doing my head in. Like, get rid of that head, please.
It's like, fucking great. I love it.
Yeah. That guy when he's getting chased around the kitchen, and he goes, "Actually, some of my best friends are pedophiles."
Some of my best friends are pedophiles.
Like the original version that I saw must have been the US version, because that bit was cut out. See,
was it? It was
only when I rewatched it that I saw that bit.
His actual final death was when the head ends up in the blender, and she turns it on. But like the way it's shot is that it's obviously just like a piece of plastic or a piece of glass, and it's his real head, because he's like moving around, moving his eyes and stuff. I thought that was
it just slowly disappears.
Like sinks down.
In the same vein, like it's when Void gets his final death, and his like torso is in the mower and being chopped up, and as he's going down, it's like he's like being pulverized, and he's like clawing his way out. And if you look at how they're filming it, it's definitely like he's in like a trapdoor or something, and he's being lowered. It's fucking so creative, so good.
It is. We've spoken about this before, about how like lack of funding and like lack of CG in that era means that you have to be fucking creative with everything. You have to like physically create machines, mechanisms, and all sorts of stuff just to create like awesome deaths. And it just looks so much fucking better. Imagine if like this film came out now and the whole 35-minute ending was just CG deaths. It would just be like,
exactly. There's not a lot of plot to go in here, but there are little pieces. So Lionel is hiding up in the attic after that intestinal system is chasing him around trying to strangle him. He finds photographic evidence of so basically through the whole film he's got trauma because he saw his father drown when he was trying to save him when he was younger, but he finds photographic evidence, and there's been some clues dropped throughout the film that isn't what was happening, that his mother's been lying to him. So he finds photographic evidence and a skeleton of a blonde woman. Basically his mother killed his father and one of his many mistresses, and she keeps the skeleton in the attic. She's lied to Lionel all his life, and she was telling him that he was responsible for his dad's death, and she's basically the kind of manipulative biatch knew she was.
Until like the end when it explains that bit, I was like, I didn't remember this at all, and I was like, wait, is like the skeleton his real mum? So like
that's what I was thinking. That's what I was thinking as well. Yeah.
And like, do you know what else was great? You know, like where they put like Polaroid photos or just photos of his dad and the woman, and it's like them like hugging and stuff. And then there's one with her like a banana, like kid just about to go into her. She's like that. It's just like a little bit of comedy just chucked into that scene. It's fucking dead funny. Pissed myself watching that bit.
Oh, and then all of a sudden the scene's ruined by the sentient organs coming through bloody chest.
They're like really grab it. He falls through the ceiling. They start swinging him round the Great Hall. It's fucking just it's mad. Oh god, I can't keep up with everything that was going on in this. So if I'm out of order, I apologise. But like,
oh no, it doesn't matter.
I don't remember everything in order in this anyway. So
Paquita is also trying to look after Rita, who is like a rockabilly girl.
Who is this girl?
I don't know. She's just looking after her.
They're hiding in the cupboard like Laurie Strode style, and she hears a noise and she stabs and she's like, oh no, it's me. And I was like, who are you? Like,
and then Paquita's like, because I was like, it's me. It's like, well, yeah, you just stabbed her though, like 15 times.
But she doesn't stab her. She stabs this like sack of cat food or something. I don't know. Is that what it is? Tomatoes.
It's like a hand that comes up, isn't it? Because there's also a fucking sentient hand running around trying to get people as well.
This is like the end of Cabin in the Woods, isn't it?
The whole film reminded me of The Evil Dead. Like it's
exactly Evil Dead. Yeah. So we are okay. So we got that bit where Uncle Les is just dicing up this massive pile of zombies, and the baby zombie is loose and running around the house, and it lures Uncle Les into the corpse vault, where we see something brewing underground, and I was like, "Fuck, we haven't seen Vera yet." I was like, "That's got to be Vera," and yeah, it is, because she comes out and she rips him to shreds. You don't quite see what she is at the minute, but you just see these gigantic claws reach around him, and I was like, "Fuck, this is going to look amazing." Yeah, so she's basically evolved into this like gigantic Power Rangers monster, which we will be seeing in full in a minute, shortly. Yeah. So before that, though, we get the most famous scene of the movie, where Lionel turns up in the hallway wielding his power mower from earlier, and he blends the remaining zombies into absolute pulp. And this is where we get those gallons of blood.
He's got to lead it with that one-liner as well, though, when he party's over.
He's grinning like a fucking maniac. Loved it.
This just reminded me of Ash with the hand chainsaw.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
It's like his. Yeah. Like if this became like a legacy film with like multiple other films after it, it would just be him with like a chainsaw, like a fucking lawnmower arm or something. You know?
Yeah, or like a lawnmower bottom half of his torso that he can just like fly around and land on these zombies. There's not really much to describe it, but he basically just fucking mows his way through. Like, it goes on for like 6 minutes. Like, he's just like plowing through all these zombies. He's covered in this blood. It's fucking, it's amazing. So funny. And the bit where he goes back in to get like the third lot of zombies that he's going through, and there's the picture of the Queen on the wall, and he looks up and like, turns the picture around. Oh god, like he's like, "Don't watch, Your Majesty."
Is it the bit where you see Void at the top of the stairs and he's like holding on to his legs?
Oh yeah.
There's like no killing him. He's lost his legs earlier on in the film. Then the two girls, if you remember as well, they ripped his legs in half to beat zombies away with, and now he's got his legs back in 2 pieces, and he's like holding them at his side to walk with.
He's like 3 foot tall. He comes like marching down the stairs. Oh, I fucking loved it. It was so good. And so Uncle Les comes back as well, and he's been like mutilated into this weird sort of like scorpion-looking zombie thing. He looks like the bit in Terminator 2 with the T-1000 gets blown to shreds, and it's like all over the place. He looks like that, but like he goes into the kitchen looking for Paquita, and she's just still in the kitchen, just stuffing zombie parts into the blender. She's just like
big smile on her face.
I loved
as well.
it. Yeah. Oh, fucking. How does her friend die? I forget.
Rita, right? This is one of my favourite bits as well. She gets bitten earlier on. Oh yeah, so Uncle Les is stuck outside with the zombies, and Paquita's not going to let him in. But the girl Rita says, "No, you have to let him in." They let him in, and he instantly starts trying to kill Rita because she's been bitten, and he's like, "She's going to fucking turn, you stupid idiot." And that's very true. She is going to turn. But yeah, like she trusts him to come in, and he instantly starts trying to kill her. But she has been bitten, and it takes ages for some reason for her to turn. And then when she eventually does, she just splits open her face to reveal another tiny, weird rat face like inside of her, and then she just goes. That is so fucking good. I loved it. It was amazing.
I know. Fucking hell.
But I can't remember what they do to her after that. To kill her.
There's a bit in it where the woman that's been impaled on the light bulb comes off the wall, and it's just carnage. It's just so hard to keep track of. If you haven't seen this film, like us describing it is doing it no justice. You need to go and watch this straight away. So Uncle Les gets killed by Paquita. Like his head gets chopped off, and there's just
she grabs him by the spine.
Gore to keep track of.
Yeah, she grabs him by the spine and smashes his head on the worktop.
Rest in piss, Uncle Les. Oh, you can't because you got fucking kidney stone.
Oh god.
So we come to our final boss fight when we get to see Vera in her full fucking mutated dinosaur glory. She emerges from the basement and she looks absolutely horrific. Who designed this fucking thing? This is like she's got like boobs and like as she's chasing Lionel and Paquita up the stairs, she's like this gigantic fucking ass.
It looks a little bit like, it reminded me a little bit of the station in Bill and Ted.
Oh, yeah. It reminded me of the head witch from The Witches, like the giant like rat mutation kind of thing going on.
The Grand High Witch.
Yeah. And also a bit like from Dusk Till Dawn, like the rat vampire type things and that. It's like because
you can see
like
the
rat based, isn't she? So
you can see the influences Dusk Till Dawn had from this film, because it's fucking just like.
Absolutely.
It's the entire like titty twister scene, basically, isn't it?
Yeah.
What happens to the baby? I can't remember what happens to the baby now. Does it get blown up?
I feel like eventually it goes in the blender.
It does go in the blender,
and then
it
got shot
escapes and
out.
flies off. I cannot remember.
I can't remember what happened to the baby either. There's that much else going on.
Honestly, there's so much going on.
It says the main character Lionel then attempts to kill it with a lawnmower, eventually succeeding.
Yeah. Oh, does he just get it with the lawnmower then?
I think so, yeah. That's what it says here.
Fuck, I can't believe I forgot that, because that baby was so funny. That was such a funny character.
Oh no. And then on Movie Monster Wiki, it says Selwyn, which is the baby's name, is last seen at the end of the film trapped in the burning house. His ultimate fate is unknown.
Right, that's it then, yeah, that's it.
And can we just quickly talk about how, like, the baby is played by, like, a person with a fucking baby's head at some points when it's just running away? It's like fucking
Yeah,
it's definitely a bloke in a baby suit, isn't it? Yeah. There's a bit in the park where it's like that as well.
The bit in the park when it runs onto like the seesaw and Lionel's like further behind. That's Peter Jackson using that those like visual tricks that he did in like Lord of the Rings. You know, where you had Gandalf and Frodo. Like, have you seen the behind the scenes stuff with that? Like Frodo is like tiny compared to Gandalf, but it's because they're sitting so far away, and he's used that like those tricks for the baby in this as well, isn't it?
Those bits though, because like obviously the bits where he's fighting the doll, and you can see it's obviously a puppet most of the time.
Yeah.
But the bits where you get like a 2-second shot of the baby running, and he's a man in a suit. It's fucking so funny. I'm pissing myself.
So good.
It's fucking so good. Yeah. Yeah. So we get into the climax of the film now. So Vera has chased Lionel and Paquita to the roof, and Lionel has this big, like, cathartic moment where he tells his mother he's not afraid of her anymore. He understands what happened with her father. And, this is pretty gross, because, like, he slides down the roof of the house into her open sarlacc belly. And she looks like the Rancor from Star Wars as well. And it's just like, slides into the belly, and she's like, "Come back to mummy." And he goes
such a good boy.
Closes around her. And there's many layers of subtext to this, but I'm not going to get into that. I'm just going to stick with the gross looking visual effects. However, Lionel manages to slice his way out of Vera's belly using the star amulet that he was gifted earlier, causes her to fall into the burning house while he and Paquita abseil off the roof to safety. Yeah, they share a kiss. They walk off into the night together, showing absolutely no signs of trauma after surviving possibly the most insane thing that can ever happen on planet Earth. The end. Fuck me, man.
The kiss as well, with the amount of blood and guts that he was covered in earlier. It's just like...
I was going to say, there's got to be some infection there somewhere.
There's going to be some cross-contamination going on at some point, but fuck it, who cares?
Yeah. So that was Braindead. I don't think I even need to ask you both what you think, but I will. What do you think of this insane shit?
Go on, Phil. What do you think of it, mate?
Oh, it's just amazing. I've seen it so many times over the years now, like since I first watched it, because it's just something fun to watch when you can't think of anything else to watch either. And it's just like, I'll see what else I can spot in it this time.
Yeah,
there's so much going on. It requires multiple viewings. I can't believe I've never watched this as many times. I've only seen it once, and then last time I can't believe I never went back to it.
I'm absolutely the same. Third time I've seen it, and I can't believe I haven't seen it like once a year, fucking every year. And I can't believe no one talks about this film. Like, at least I've never heard anyone talk about it. We mentioned about doing it on the pod before, but it's not like that well known of a film, is it? You know?
Yes, I will definitely be watching this more often from now on.
Yeah, and I'm gonna push this on everybody who I know from now on as well, because everyone needs to watch this. It's so fucking good. They need to show this to like amateur filmmakers, and then like people who are learning in like unis and stuff, just to show them like what can be done. You don't need a huge budget. I know like 3 million's a lot, and it's probably more like 15 nowadays, but like with what they did, with what they had, it's just so fucking good.
It's definitely got like an air of like, not amateur filmmaking, but there's definitely there's some sort of feel to it that it's like definitely not big budget, and they definitely saved money where they could, and the fact that they had money left over at the end for another scene, and they were creative with that as well. They probably skimped on that as well, because it's just a guy fighting in a park with a doll, but
Yeah, it's fucking great. And do you know what? What made me laugh every time? You know the music that they played that was like supposed to be like the romantic music, but it's to me it's the cornetto music. So it was like when they looked at each other or kissed, it would be like dun 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 dun. And I just like fucking piss myself every time.
Is that the Give Me Cornetto theme?
Yeah.
Paul, have you got any trivia for us?
Oh yeah, baby. Play the jingle. On its initial release in its home turf of New Zealand, this movie earned more per screen than Batman Returns, 1992.
Wow.
I mean, yeah, there's probably
Batman killer.
There's probably only about 10 cinemas in the whole of New Zealand, in it, so no wonder.
I don't know.
I don't fucking know. 300 litres of fake blood was used in the final scene of the film. I read somewhere that only one other film has topped it, but the other film used they used corn syrup and not fake blood, so it doesn't count apparently. The BBFC loved the film and found the gore so comical and inoffensive that they seriously considered granting it a 15 certificate. In the end, they determined that the sheer quantity of gore would confound expectations at 15 and therefore rate it 18. Imagine like kids who are probably like 12 and 13 sneaking in to see this, like, oh, should we go and see Wild Wild West or try and get into for Braindead? And yeah, I just thought of it because when that film came out, me and my mates went to see it, and one of them they wouldn't let in because they were like, "You're not old enough. You only look about 9," and he was really offended.
To see Wild Wild West?
Yeah, to see Wild Wild West.
Is that even a 12?
It's a 12, I think. Yeah,
I think it was a 12. Yeah.
The rental in Sweden and probably other countries as well came with supplement vomit bags. The Spanish title.
Yeah, well, I would have needed that for that fucking dinner scene.
Yeah, you would, Dan. You would. The Spanish title of the film, Phil, you've said this earlier, translates to "Your mother ate my dog." A line said by Paquita in the film. Forrest J. Ackerman, as more or less himself, the tourist at the zoo who takes the photo of Lionel's mother squishing the rat's monkey head with a shoe. That's a cameo, by the way. I didn't mention that.
Yep.
Peter Jackson cameo. That's all the trivia. That's it.
Is that it for this? A film like this?
Yeah, I have a little trivia myself.
Would you like to add something, Philip?
Yeah. So the opening scene where they're going through the mountains, Peter Jackson actually reused that location for the Paths of the Dead in Return of the King.
That's what I was trying to say earlier, but I said King Kong instead. So yeah, thanks for clearing that up, mate. The movie was finished under budget, with 45,000 New Zealand dollars remaining. Sir Peter Jackson used it to spend 2 days shooting the park scene with Lionel and the baby Selwyn. He has gone on to say that it is his favourite scene. During the lawnmower scene,
it is a great film.
Movie blood was pumped at 5 gallons per second. Timothy Balm, Lionel, said that it was December when the scene was filmed. The weather was so cold that the fake blood froze and hardened all over his clothes.
There's a bit in that scene, actually, speaking of fake blood, where he's trying to run from the zombies and he's on the pool of fake blood and he's like Scooby-Doo running because he can't move. He's like, oh, yikes. Like, run, Scoob.
And then so to get a bit of grip, he starts standing on the bodies.
Oh, this film.
As of 2015, this film has not been released on DVD in New Zealand.
It's actually banned in Germany as well.
It's probably because of that doctor.
Oh,
yeah. Lionel's symbol in the tarot card scene is a black armoured knight. When he first meets Paquita, he tries to buy some black knight licorice.
I thought he was trying to buy jerky.
One left for you. Uncle Les is hit in the groin 5 separate times during the final act of the film. Good. One of them is getting kicked by the random sentient fucking pair of legs. Straight in the ball.
No, it's not that. It's the baby is carrying the baby severed leg, isn't it? Kicks him in the balls with it.
Yeah, one of them is. I'm sure he gets kicked by the other legs as well. He gets kneed in the groin by Paquita twice, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he gets hit 5 times. Maybe I'll watch it again tonight before I go to sleep. So there's the trivia of the week. Thanks, guys. Thanks.
you for that, Paul. Very good. Yeah, so that was Braindead. Yeah. Anything else you want to say about this
Any ideas
quality
for a
film?
recast, though?
No, I didn't do a recast this time. I was too busy just enjoying it and trying to keep track of it. So
I don't think this film could be remade. Unless, I don't know, you just couldn't, because it's just, you can't fuck with the Colonel's recipe. Do you know what I mean? It's like,
you know how we couldn't recast Art the Clown. I do think, Timothy Balm's performance is just so essential to this film. I think
the only other person who could pull off something like Timothy Balm's did was they'd be Michael Crawford, from Some Mothers Do Have 'Em. The proper slapstick style comedy, like.
Yeah. Oh my god, Some Mothers Do Have 'Em. Fucking hell, so many years. But I think it's mostly about like the effects and the humour. It's
a very one of a kind.
It's not an acted film. It's one of a kind. This film, it's great. Loved it. Out of 5, gets a full 5 from me.
So I'll rate it out of 10. For me, it's a complete 10 out of 10. I would absolutely show this to as many people as possible. Can't believe I haven't watched it in so many years and forgot how fucking amazing it is. It's so much fun. Yeah, the acting's like not like amazing acting, but it's not meant to be. It is what it's meant to be. It's fucking dead good. I might even watch it again tonight just for a bit of fun.
Yeah, it gets a 5 for me as well. The acting is supposed to be outrageous and that, so it's deliberately over the top. The whole film is deliberately over the top. So definitely a 5 for me.
Nice.
Well, we'll be back for another episode soon as we decide.
Do you know what we need to do, us three, because we're doing like fucking, obviously Phil's choosing these films and he's obviously got a taste for these mental fucking bloodfest, gorefest films. When I went on, sorry, I was just mumbling then because I'm looking for something. When you go on IMDb, it shows more like this, and this list of films is fucking awesome. So you got Bad Taste, which I've never actually seen, Reanimator, Evil Dead, Dawn of the Dead,
hell yeah,
Army of Darkness, Frighteners, Return of the Living Dead. It's got all these, like Meet the Feebles. I've never seen Meet the Feebles either. So I reckon we should pick something like one of those next time. Like just the same kind of shit that we could just have a laugh about.
I'm definitely up for covering one of those films. Something like Reanimator or From Beyond would be a classic.
Scanners.
Right, thank you, Paul. Thank you, Phil. I'm Dan. This has been Dark Talk. Goodbye and good night.
Goodbye, listeners.